Hello, everybody, and welcome to Opposite Saxes. It's Thursday
Again,
again.
again, they go
Yep,
quick.
yep.
Weeks
Finished
go
our
quick.
finished our lunch. And if you're joining us live, then we hope you've had a nice lunch too, and thank you for joining us. And
Yeah, we finished
it's
our lunch. Can
if
you
it's 3 o'clock in the morning, what am I wearing? Some of mine?
tell?
Oh, I am. It's good sauce. Um,
You can always tell it's a good lunch.
and I can always count on you to pick it out.
There you go.
Little Miss Eagle Eye.
Yep.
But if you're joining us in the middle of the night because you couldn't sleep, we we thank you for
Yeah.
that too. And
We're sorry that you're not sleeping
yeah, and
well.
we're sorry you don't have a more of a life than that. But hey, it is what it is. We what were we talking about? I forgot. We've been discussing what we were going to talk about on our shows to the point where I forgot what we
To ad
decided.
nauseum.
Oh, we were talking about all of the binge watching we've been doing
Well, it's been
this
a
summer.
long, hot summer.
Well, yeah, and we've spent a lot of time indoors, and so you sit down, and because your regular shows, it's still maybe a few weeks away before the new fall season of all the shows that you regularly watch haven't started. So you're still either playing catch up on series that you wanted to watch that you haven't, or old movies. And
Well,
that's always been a bugaboo with you.
I'm sorry.
Whenever we go to find a movie,
Yeah.
you always say, "Isn't there something current?" And I say, there are some movies that are 10 years old that
Yeah,
are,
the
oh,
scenes.
are you
No, I'm fine. Go. Yes,
you
keep going. I'm sorry.
oh, okay.
Just thought of
I
scenes.
thought it was something I said.
No,
Um,
something I breathed.
stop breathing. No. But I said there are some really good 10-year-old movies out there that we haven't seen and every once in a
That's not
while,
possible, though we haven't seen them.
no, it is because every once in a while I will find a movie that has one of your favorite actors or actresses on it, and I say, "Oh, here's a good one," and you say, "Oh, but that was from 1996." I
Yep.
say, even though it was from 1996, it could still be
I
a
know, but
good
we like to
movie.
watch the newer ones, the ones that we haven't caught yet, that are still 22, 23, 24, 25. But
Well,
there are
yeah,
some of those too. Um, my main gripe is the fact that they are stopping earlier producing the shows. And I mean, now we're into like April, May where the shows stop and you go
well,
longer and
yeah,
they don't
that's
come on
true.
till late September, early October. And in between those, they have the Christmas vacation and the spring vacation, and there's other days that they're not on. I mean, the seasons
It,
have gotten very short for
yeah,
TV and movies.
and you know when that started? After that writer's strike.
That's
They had that
possible.
long writer's strike, and all of a sudden, I think the writers, when they went back, maybe it was a way for the networks or whatever to get back at the writers for taking a strike.
No, no, no.
Was that the season used to go from September until like May. Now it seems like it's October to April.
Well, maybe that's what
There's
they wrote in the contract. The writers wrote in, have
maybe,
it, you don't know.
but your favorite shows, you're just itching for them to start, almost like the start of the football season.
One of
You
your
know,
favorite shows, Tulsa King,
yeah, the Tulsa
is
King.
coming back September 21st. I just heard
Is
that.
it September 21st? Oh,
Mark it
that
on your calendar.
getting close. Yeah, I like that with Yo Adrian. Uh,
Stallone.
yeah, Sylvester Stallone and all. And in Tulsa King, he talks just like he talks like he does
Really?
when he's Rocky Balboa. But that's coming back. They are, we as we've said many times, we live in the North Texas area, in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and they are putting the finishing touches on filming the next season of Landman with
Yay.
Billy Bob Thornton, which we really
But
enjoyed
guess
that.
what?
And they're
We can watch them film it.
yeah, they've
We
been,
can actually go.
mhm.
They're now filming it in Fort Worth, Texas,
Yes, and they've even
not California.
shut down major highways for periods of time
Yeah.
to film a scene on a highway, Highway 30, and all has been shut down a few times, and the locals
Are not
are
happy.
not happy
Even
about
for
it.
Billy Bob, they're
Yeah,
not happy.
yeah. But that one's in production.
Mhm.
A lot of shows that you all follow. You follow the first season, or maybe it's the second season, and you wonder, is there going to be a third or a fourth season? And you have to wait and see.
Well, you can always go on to what I do. As soon as we're finished watching a season, I'll go on to Google
Oh, Google and see if
and
it's
I'll see if
coming
it's
back.
coming back, and they usually can tell you. But the summer has been so long. I mean, there were days we'd look at each other and say, maybe we should just turn the TV off and read a book. Um, and we have.
Yep,
Um, but then we had lost one of our faves, Outlander,
Outlander.
because
We
it went
really enjoyed it, because we watched it when it was on. I don't remember if it was on
Netflix.
Netflix, and I think it was probably for what, the first four
Four seasons,
seasons,
something like that, 3 or 4
and
seasons.
then it went, I think, to Hulu.
Yeah,
And we don't have Hulu, so we thought, oh, we really enjoyed Outlander, but
not enough.
that's
Maybe
it.
it's yeah, it just went.
All of a sudden,
And
then it's back, and it's got all 7 seasons, so we're catching up on our.
so that we've been.
Yes.
It's taken a large amount of
Yeah,
time.
we haven't been, because those each episode is like an hour. Uh, and
Yeah, and we've missed about 3 seasons.
yeah, so we're catching up on that, because I think, is there another season coming,
Oh
or
yeah.
it's
Oh yeah, no, it's
so
coming.
the eighth
Season
season is
8.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're finishing up season 7 now.
Yeah.
But that's the upside to all the choices that you have on TV, is because if you have a cable system and you got 135 channels and you can't find something to watch,
Okay, yeah, can you believe that? There are times you can't find anything.
yeah, you could. And then when you do go, for instance, we've said before, we're big fans of HGTV. There's a lot of shows that we kind of enjoy. Well, when you go through and the network programs don't interest you. There's nothing on any of the news channels that you're really into. There's no sports on. You say to yourself, "Oh, I'll just go back to HGTV, like my lottery dream home," and all of a sudden, you see an episode that you've seen 3 times before. So that's when you say, "All right, let's go to Prime or Netflix or Paramount Plus or Hulu or Disney or something,
Something.
and find it."
But sometimes you don't find it.
Well, sometimes what you do is you end up spending an hour looking for
Looking, and
something,
you're by that
and
point
you
you're just
say,
gonna discuss it.
well, just go to bed.
And I would really like to give our listeners names of some movies or some episodes we've watched. And to be honest, I can't think of anything that was worth recommending. We did start watching The Two Lawyers, and they've been on for a few seasons, and we didn't even know it. Something in Bush or
A bash
Bashman.
and something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just started. We watched an episode or two, but then we went back because we want to finish off Outlander. I think that Lincoln Lawyer is supposed to be
Lincoln
coming
Lawyers is
back.
coming back.
That was a great series too. If you haven't seen,
Yeah.
I think it was first two seasons. Check out Lincoln Lawyer, because that was really really good with I forget his name. I I
I never knew his
I do
name.
that often
I
on the
never knew his
shows.
name, but he's
It's a
adorable.
great show, and I can't remember the guy's name. Uh,
We started watching a couple of things. One was like Virgin Sullivan's Crossing,
Sullivan's Crossing.
and that was great in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I think we
Now
did turn it off.
that's
We did not finish it.
isn't it? I thought we
Did
did
we? Did
finish
we
it.
finish
Yeah.
it?
But
Oh,
we
I
don't
was
know when the
holding on.
next season. But if you watched Virgin River again,
Mirror's
it
Virgin River.
the way I say, it's a little bit hallmarky,
Yes, it
and
is.
all, but the upside is there might be a few fight scenes and all, fist fights and everything, but it is not this shooting and
Very,
blood.
very
And
clean.
yeah, it's a very easy show to watch. But there,
Past that, there's been a couple movies we've watched, but again, nothing that I would recommend
jump up and
or
down about.
or jumps out at me that you all have to watch, and it's sad
And
with all of that of all the movies.
I will say, and maybe it's just my age, but it seems to me that when you do go to Netflix or Prime and you want to watch a movie, there are so many movies with violence
Mm-hmm.
in them, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when a guy gets shot and the
Yeah, I'm so
blood
tired of
is
it. I've
everywhere,
had it.
it bothers me because I don't know whether those are supposed to be shows that are supposed to be entertaining, or for some people they may be educational, because I think if there's some troubled minds out there and
I
they
agree.
follow some of these
I agree.
thriller and violence type shows and everything, they're picking up the wrong
But they
messages.
can also watch the regular channels, NCIS and all the other ones. I mean, there's other ones out there as well.
Well, but
And
even some of those can get
yes, that's what I said.
kind of violent too. Uh,
Uh,
But one thing I've noticed, for instance, Netflix, whenever you start a movie at the top, it'll say if there is
Violence,
violence, maybe there is
sex.
some sexuality, whatever, and it says and smoking. And there are more, especially when you watch some of these westerns. For instance, when Landman comes back, I don't think there is a scene in Landman when Billy Bob Thornton
Is that
doesn't have a cigarette in his mouth, and he probably wouldn't accept the role if he if he
good?
couldn't smoke.
Be good.
But when you consider that basically there's no cigarette commercials
Yeah,
anymore because people have just stopped. There seem to be a lot of,
there
and
are.
like
There are.
some of the older movies, when you go to the movies that were shot in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, everybody's
Everybody,
smoking.
but at that point they didn't know how bad smoking was for you, or if they did, they didn't say anything.
And I
Um,
also make note of the fact that even like Outlander and some of those old period movies, old
oh,
British movies.
who's smoking
Well,
more than
they
cigarettes?
smoke a bit, but do they drink? They they've always got wine or hard liquor.
Bourbon,
Yeah, Outlander
whiskey.
Outlander is set back in the revolutionary times, and they're living out in the woods
Well, what is
someplace.
there to do?
They always got their whiskey
Well, they all made it. So
down to the trading post.
the one when you talk about a lot of smoking, drinking, murder. The one thing that we did watch that they said we had to watch because it had such a great cast, that Thursday Night Murder Club,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
did. It had a great cast. And if you're looking at social media and you see the posts, a lot of people loved it, loved it, loved it. My sister, other family members, it was like, but it was a fabulous cast. And again, they
yeah,
smoked,
yeah,
they drank, and there was murders, but you didn't see all the blood and gore.
yeah, yeah. It's And then and I guess there's the one genre that I've never gotten into sci-fi, the
Yeah,
science
we
fiction
haven't.
and
We
the
haven't.
and the fantasy type
Yeah.
stuff.
No.
Uh, uh, you know, and in today's social environment and all, when I'm looking for a movie, the first thing I do is I go look for the listing of comedies.
I
That's
think we
could
both do
I
because you need it.
yes.
You need it in this day and
Yeah,
age.
enjoy smiling.
I mean, because you did you notice, and we mentioned it when we were turning on, I think it was Netflix. There are more and more documentaries, and they're documentaries of murders
Yeah,
or something.
look, some of the most popular shows on are NCIS, which
Yeah,
started
yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
many seasons ago, and people are waiting for NCIS to start up again. But you had NCIS, and then you've got NCIS New York,
Mm-hmm.
and New Orleans,
Yeah.
and Las Vegas, and San Francisco, and every city has got its own cast of NCIS, and it's based on
Right. Oh, yeah.
murders.
Well, and now Netflix, I've noticed a lot of documentaries
Yeah.
on murderers and
And a lot of
murders.
documentaries of people and musical groups.
Hmm.
Maybe because a lot of the older musical groups are now on their final
Right,
tours, and also now they're doing documentaries
right.
about their
Up the
careers.
well, and supposedly, whose last tour was it we saw on? Oh gosh, it was on social media.
That's on tour now.
Yeah, yeah, on tour
Well,
now.
the Who supposedly are on their final
No,
tour.
it was
Uh,
blonde, blonde
Blonde.
short hair. I can see her, and I'm
Oh,
just
Cyndi
like,
Lauper.
it's Cindy Lau.
Yeah,
You think? And do you
Cyndi
really think it's
Lauper.
going to be your last one? Maybe.
It probably will be. Now, the Eagles have had three or four last tours. They've
Yeah, they've had a
they
few.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you never know.
They always come back, and Lord only knows if the Rolling Stones will ever have a final
Good for
tour.
them. God bless them. Could keep
You
going.
know, man, they just keep on
Yeah,
going.
like they have already bunny.
Yeah, yeah, them and Willie Nelson. I think it's a
Oh,
race between Willie Nelson and the Rolling Stones to see who's going to finally cash in their
well,
chips.
I'm anxious to finally get it to this. We've had a lot of temperatures in Texas, and the summer's been long, and I'm anxious to
Well,
get into that fall period with the new shows.
and we're you know we've also been very loyal followers of the Chicago shows, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD.
So
And
we're itching.
yeah, I can't wait to get
Yeah.
back to the
And they'll
neighborhoods.
probably have 3 weeks of shows, and then they'll take a
And then
fall break,
they'll take a fall break and they'll do reruns for
and
three
then
or
they'll
four
be
weeks.
back in the
Yeah.
winter.
And then they'll in March they'll have their final season finale. But
Well, whatever
yeah,
you watch,
yeah, just
enjoy. Let us know what
enjoy
you
your show.
like.
Yeah, yeah. And if there's some special series or something or shows that you're watching that you really get into,
Yeah.
let us know. Okay, so go out, make it a good one, and come back and see us again next
Bye,
week.
everybody.
Okay, bye.